Hi, my name is Victor Medina, and I run the Medina Law Group in Pennington, New Jersey. This is a video testimonial for smart marketing, and I want to come to you a second time about a year later from my first video testimonial and kind of let you know what's changed since the last time that I spoke with you. And I'm happy to say it's all good news. Last time that I left my video testimonial for smart marketing, I was at a point in time where my practice had really started to gain traction. So I had worked with them for about, I don't know, maybe a year or so. And we had done a bunch of different things. And I was at a point in time where, I had gone past worrying where the next month, next month's money was going to be, and was really focusing on kind of getting traction on all of the things that we were doing along the way. I got through that year, and I'm now here at the beginning of the next year, almost 2 full years with them. And the challenges for my practice are completely different. Right now I face challenges about staff and hiring, structuring the practice, trying to figure out how to leverage the people that I have in a way that continues to be efficient. And I'm really concerned with kind of creating a practice that can fulfill me long term and can be the kind of thing that I might pass on to my kids or sell eventually. And so from that perspective, it's important to note that the challenges haven't gone away, but they're new and they're different, and they're the kind of things that other people would like to have as quote-unquote problems, right? So I look at the kind of the evolution of my practice over the last 2 years as being one of those things where I was really unsure how I was going to make it, and then there was a point in time where it looked like I was going to be safe for a little while, and now what I'm facing is, well, I'm really at the precipice of some explosive growth, and how do I deal with that? How do I meet all the demands of the practice, and how do I structure things internally in order to continue to serve them? I'm happy to say that smart marketing has helped me in at every facet, right? With every facet of what I've been doing. I looked at them to kind of give me all the materials that I need to get started. Then as we explored new ideas and started to branch into different practice areas, I went back to them and said, okay, help me with this or help me with that. And they were there each step of the way. And then I think principally, I participated in the coaching program that Mark Miranda has been running, and I've been using Mark as a resource for me in terms of business coaching, and that's helped me kind of face each one of the challenges as they evolved and matured. So he was there lending support when it didn't look like I knew where I was going to be getting the next check, and then he was lending in support when I was looking to make a new hire. I mean, we've grown in the last less than a year, from just me and another person to now having 3 staff members that are here in the office, 2 additional staff members that work with us virtually or remotely on kind of per diem basis. And the structure of the practice is radically different than what it was just last April or May. And we're growing in a way that kind of meets the demands of the practice and how we've been marketing it over both the long term and the short term. Thankfully, they've been there to help me, Mark specifically with business coaching, but also smart marketing as a company to kind of be smart about how we are pursuing that growth, structuring it, the way things kind of fit together. And I couldn't have done any of this without them. I mean, it's the most genuine statement that I can say, that I wouldn't be here where I am today if it had been for their help, my association with them. I've said this line before too, which is I wish I had hired them 3 years before. I don't even know if I've shared this before, but I had access to a lot of credit, almost $50,000 worth, and I used that to pay my salary, and it sits there as sort of an ongoing debt obligation for me. But I wish I would have taken that money and just parked it in Mark's lap and said, look, take your fees out of this, take whatever ideas that we're going to do, seminars or materials, but work with this and really kind of work your magic. And I shudder to think where I would have been if I had done that 3 years before I had first engaged them to do it. So if you're watching this video, you're thinking about hiring them, and maybe you've heard about them before, you've heard about people that have worked with them, and you don't really know, whether it's the right thing to do, or you're kind of looking for some confirmation. And the only thing I can offer you, besides kind of like a resounding yes, go for it, is that this becomes a partnership between you and Smart Marketing about where you want your practice to go. There's nothing about kind of the development of a practice that happens by sort of swallowing a magic pill and just kind of having you put in no effort. You've got to put in your effort as well. They provide a lot of the back end stuff that makes it work. They will give you all the support that you need, but you just have to show up and get it done. If you're willing to make that commitment, if you think that what you want to do is really kind of put what you have into your practice and see it grow, then you will see a lot of success in partnering with Smart Marketing and using them to help you grow your practice. It has worked for countless others. When I was looking to make the decision, I looked at other successful lawyers and law firms, and one of the things that they had in common was that they all had hired Mark and Smart Marketing. And when I looked at that, I said, well, that's got to be the decision for me. So if you're in kind of the same spot in your life and you're really trying to figure out, how to do it, how to take the next step, they will help you kind of cut down the time, because you could grow there on your own given 15 years. I wanted to grow there in 2. And I was willing to make the commitment to do that, pay them to do that, put in my effort, and here I am. We're enjoying tremendous growth, tremendous stability, really looking at kind of facing problems that every lawyer wants to face, which is, how do I deal with all of this success? How do I set this up for the long term? And that's what we're looking at. I'm happy that they're going to stay partners with me with this challenge as well. And, I look forward to a very long association with them. I can't ever see ending my relationship or association with them. I think they're going to be there with me through all of my challenges, and I look forward to it because they're a valuable partner, and I know that I'm going to be much better off for not only working with them, but having them kind of work with me and keeping them involved in my practice as it evolves and matures and faces new challenges. So if you're on the fence, get off the fence, hire them, get started, and you're going to be really happy with the results. I hope this helps to make a decision.